Look now, look. My bad, y'all. My bad. My bad. I've been on mute
I
this
can
whole time.
I did like this.
Look, my bad. Look, you should have came off of mute and said something. But
Nah, but
let
I'm
me
doing
get.
like this. I like it. I didn't know if you
Look,
wanted me to talk or say anything.
look, my bad, y'all. Look, let me get back into the spiel what I was saying because y'all missed a lot of stuff that I was saying because I was going on for about 3 minutes and y'all was just looking at me. Y'all was just looking at me. But look, let me get back into what I was saying, man. We got some of the dopest poets across the United States. We here to hear from the judges. We have B Rich and we have Hippie Soul. We're gonna get into what the team about, what their expectations, and what their vision is for this league. And we're gonna get into some of the poets and how they feel about some of the poets that's on their team. We're gonna get real deep into Poetry Like League and what their vision is and what they see on their side of the field. But let me tell you some of the poets that we got in this league. We have his poet. We have Tay Spaz. We have Nick Nova. We have Also the Poet. We have The Poet Has Spoken. We have Walking Destiny, Cinnamon Soul, God Indigo. We have Minister Rock. We have Serenity Speech, Shorty Rock. We have Big Mun, Dope Female, Maganja. We have Purpose, True Poet, Writer's Soul, Alley Poetry. Shout out to Alley Poetry, rest in peace, Alley Poetry. We got Poet Scar. We have Empress, Lady Crucible, Poet Without Apology, Sebastian the Poet. We have some of the dopest poets across the United States. Hey, this is where it matter. Poetry Life League. If you're not in the league, you ain't doing poetry right. Yes, I said it. Y'all ain't doing poetry. If y'all not in this league, where your stats at? Where your accolades at? How many perfect scores have you got? We got stats. We got quotes. We ain't got all of that. This is Poetry Life League, and we in the mix. Be rich. Before I get into it more, man, tell the people who you are, where you from, and what team you represent.
Well, this is B Rich out of Kansas City, Kansas. I'm representing. I'm a judge right now. My team is the Diagnostics. Y'all better watch yourselves because we coming. We coming to take the trophy. I'm telling you. They've been in training. We've been promoting. We've been getting down through there. I'm telling you, man, I was surprised what was going on. This is my first time even dealing with poetry. I didn't did music. And music is just like, rap, hip hop. That's
Right.
poetry, but we talking about true poetry at its finest. And this
Mm.
Poetry Life League, man, I'm telling you with man, I tell you they've been back trained. I'm telling you, we don't we ain't gonna do.
Look, no,
Now,
that is a fact. That's a fact, man. Man, let me bring up the other judge, man. Hippie Soul is in the building, man. I don't know if y'all know who Hippie Soul is. She's a dope poet as well. So, she got them bars, she got the rhymes, she got the essence, she has everything. That's why she's one of the judges. Hippie Soul, don't tell the people who you are and where you from and what team you represent.
I'm representing bold words, and we definitely more than
Hmm.
bold words. We got colorful personality. We love to
Hmm.
battle. We
Hmm.
got them words, though. Them words is what's gonna take people over. Of course, they're
Look.
gonna gravitate towards us. Hence the name.
Hmm. Bold
Straight out
words,
from Dallas,
bold words.
Texas. Yep, that's where
Okay.
I'm at. Pretty much, I'm ready to hear. It's
Oh,
definitely talent in here. Everybody got talent. So I want to
look.
see what everybody's gonna bring, but can't nobody hold them like we do.
Okay,
Texas
okay.
Hold'em. Beyonce
Oh,
oh,
Hold'em.
Texas hold. Oh, yeah, Texas
Texas
hold. Hey,
Hold'em.
like,
Don't play
hey,
with us.
hey. Kansas City, man. Look, I don't know if y'all can deal with the Texas vibes, man. It's a little hit different in Texas, man.
hey, you know what we went in on barbecue and poetry.
Nah, that's a fact. Hey, the poetry do. I mean, the barbecue do be slamming. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all got some dope poets in Kansas City. Shout out to Purpose. Shout out to Serenity Speaks. Going live. So, Hippie, so I gotta ask you a question. So about your team, Bold Words. How do you feel about your team? Let me tell the people who's on Bold Words real quick. Let me go and get into my notes and quotes and everything. We have his poet. We have K Spaz. We have Nick. Nova. We have also the poet. We have the the poet has spoken. My bad. I ain't trying to mess up your name. But the poet has spoken, man. And we have Walking Destiny. How do you feel about your squad?
I mean, I got a pretty good squad. I think Case Fast is pretty much taking over. He's doing this thing. He's showing up for everything. He's delivering, like making it look easy. Now the rest of my team, y'all need to pick it up a little bit. Now y'all got me kind of nervous. I already know. Also, he hanging in there. I be seeing him on TikTok and stuff. He doing this thing.
Look.
Fast, always passing out. But we gonna come with it.
Look, and let me tell you about, because we had a couple of poets drop from Bow Words last minute, but we had some new additions. We have his poet. She's a dope poet. When I tell you she is fire, that she is fire. That's a good addition to the squad. That's like LeBron coming over and joining the squad. Like that's LeBron. Then you got Steph Curry too on your squad. Nick Nova put up points. Nick Nova is a monster. When I say he got what it takes, like he's a superstar in the making. I'm not gonna hold you. I ain't gassing. I ain't putting it up. Look, I'm not gassing. He's is fire. So you got a good squad over there. And headed by Case Spaz, one of the young up and coming talents. The energy, the words, the delivery that he got, fire.
Just uncensored, don't care. That's all
at all.
That.
Look, he spaz out. This Case Spaz. Look, his name say it all. Man, be rich. Let's talk about your squad, Diagnosis, man. Let me go ahead and run down the people that's on Diagnosis, man. We have first. Let me start with the judges. Let's start with Eric Curry. We have Eric Curry, Dr. Eric Curry in the building. He's the co-judge of Diagnosis, and we also got Courtney. Courtney, he's a co-judge from Diagnosis. But let me get into the poets, man. You have Cinnamon Soul. She was a first round pick. Cinnamon Soul. You have God Indigo. You have Minister Rock. You have Serenity Speak. You have Shorty Rock. And
so what more do I gotta say? You didn't say it. You didn't say the Dream Team right there.
Oh, that's the Dream Team?
That's the Dream Team.
Hey, look.
Everybody can score 30, 40, 50 points. You feel me?
Everybody got a dream.
Hey, you got to start somewhere.
Look, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Y'all got a decent team. It's fire. Y'all got a couple of ministers on your team too. Hey, y'all gonna have God on your side, eh?
We got teamwork, what makes the dream work.
Okay.
So it's a team thing, Just because you got a LeBron or Jordan, it took Shaq, it took Kobe, it took Dennis Rodman, it took Pippen. You gotta have counterparts. I ain't never seen one guy or one girl win a game by themselves. So our team is gonna be knocking people out the box to get to the top. I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
I started first.
Fire. She fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is most definitely. But be rich. Hold on. Let's talk about the living legends. I'm the co-judge of the living legends, man. I gotta say the last for least, man. I gotta pop my look. Can we cuss on here? I think we can. YouTube say we can say little profanity words on YouTube now and not get knocked off. So but the living legends, man, we on fire, man. Look, let me run down the names. I don't think I know the names of the living legends. Even the name living legend is monumental. The living legend name is just we are legends. We never die. And so no, let me run down the names. We have True Poet, first round, first pick. True Poet in the building, man. And also we got Right and Soul. We have Purpose. Oh, Purpose is fire. She was here last night. Came late last night, set the stage.
Yeah, she did, man. She's a sleeper. Man. Oh my God, she's tough.
Man, Purpose, see the truth. And we have Maganta. She's fire too. I don't think you seen her. I think you did see her, but Maganta, she's fire. She be putting out fire content. She gotta drop the mic. She sings. She rap. She does everything. Look, she bake goods too. She got the cookies and the cakes for you. If you like the sweets, hey, she got it for you. So man, look, y'all have to shout out to her. But also, let me get deep some more into this roster. Man, we got dope female. When I tell you about dope female, when I say she get to it, her energy, her words, her delivery, she mean every word that she say. You gonna feel every word. You gonna feel the presence of hers. You gonna feel like she's sitting right next to you, spitting poetry. That's how dope female she is. Even her name, dope female. What can I say? She's dope. Man, we got Big Mun too. The gentle giant. We have Big Mun. He's gonna shock y'all. When I tell you the living legends, well, this is like the dream team. We got the dream team over here. So I don't know about bold words. I don't know about diagnosis. Y'all got some hitters on your squad, but we
I
setting
don't know.
the stage
I
for
think he
fire.
just told Be Rich Swag with the Dream Team because he already said that now. Be Rich, you might have to watch him. You gotta watch
When
that
you know
team.
how it is, when you get tongue tied and you get nervous, that's what
That,
happens. Our presence
that's how
is
to
gonna
do
be
it.
scaring people. I
Yeah.
told
Look,
you, dream team, teamwork makes the dream work. I'm telling you,
hey,
baby.
look, there's one thing and two things I can say about this. It's gonna be some exciting matches. Either way it go, it's gonna be exciting matches. Let me get to some of the matches real quick, and we're gonna run through some of the matches, and we're gonna give our predictions. As judges, we can give our predictions. We can see, who's gonna rock out and who's not, and stuff like that. So, but we can be wrong too. We can be wrong. So, but it's by giving predictions to see what is what. So let's get into the card real quick. So the first match we gonna see Shorty Rock versus Dope Female. Now this match
Mm,
is gonna be interesting. This match is gonna be interesting. Shorty Rock with the
she's a
storytelling, her
veteran though.
voice,
Yeah, she's a
but
vet. So
but
And I'm
her.
a fan of hers. I love me some
Yeah,
Shorty.
that's what I'm trying to tell you. See, dream
but
team.
Dope
I ain't
Female,
say all
like,
that. I said I love me some Shorty.
look, look, dope female, she's fire.
She is.
Dope
She
female,
is.
she part of the living legend. So, if I had to choose to pick between Shorty Rock, even though I love Shorty Rock is one of my favorite poets. But if I had to choose dope female, hey, lift your hands up for dope female. I got dope female winning this man. I ain't gonna say it's gonna be a landslide, but I think it's gonna be close. It's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be a battle. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be fire. So be rich. Who you think gonna win this match after Shorty Rock or Dope Female? What's
I
your
already told
prediction?
you, Shorty Rock. Shorty
Mm.
Rock. Shorty Rock
I mean, you
been
you
putting in the
saying Shorty?
work.
Look,
Nah,
you
I'm
saying
telling you,
Shorty Rock
man,
because
because
she's a part of your
she put it.
team.
No, she been putting in the work, and I know she's gonna step up to the plate.
Okay,
Y'all
okay.
ain't y'all. You gonna all I can say is see. Oh man, I'm tongue tied because that's how she be having me tongue tied.
Okay. But look, all right, so hippie, so who you think is gonna win this match? Shorty Rock or Dope Female?
I'm gonna say Shorty Rock. For one, I told y'all her voice is phenomenal. She's like a mixture of Eartha Kitt and Macy Gray. And when
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
she delivers, she delivers. She got that little
Er,
spunk about her voice. It's raspy. It makes
Mm-hmm.
you just want to hear it. Yeah, she's dope. And let me tell you, Shawty Rock can sell water to a well. She tough. You have to watch out for her.
But not too much on Dope Female though. She gonna come and really rock the stage, man. She gonna rock
Yeah.
Shorty Rock, man. Let's just keep it a dollar. Shorty Rock is good, but she's not a living legend, man. I gotta give it up to the living legend, man. Dope Female, look, I got you. They sleeping on you, Dope Female, but I got you. Big homie got you, Dope Female. So Dope Female is gonna be my pick, man. But let's
all I
get it.
can say is make me close my mouth. That's all I can say.
Like she's gonna do it. She's gonna do it. She's gonna make everybody
You know I don't have no favoritism.
look.
I
Look.
speak the truth, and I it is what it is.
Hey, speak the honest
Hmm.
truth, man. Hey, this is the way you gotta be. Look, so we have our next match is Righteous Soul versus Minister Rock. Now, we really haven't heard so much of Righteous Soul. We heard Minister Rock a couple times. Minister Rock, he's a minister. So he's good with the word. He delivered the word every Sunday. You don't think he got any words for Writing Soul? Even though Writing Soul, she's a part of the Living Legend. So you know what? I got Writing Soul with the dub. And I think she's gonna take this by a landslide. Sorry, Minister Rock. Yeah, I think she's gonna take it by a landslide. I know Minister Rock is on your squad, be rich. I know that you feel like but look, women power today. It's women her Thursday today. So man, shout out to the women. But I got Writing Soul. What do you think, be rich?
Well, I'm not too familiar with her, but if she don't bring it, I'm telling you, we knocking people out. They might not even make it second, third round. I mean, I'm just telling you because my team has been practicing. They've been perfecting their craft. They've been under great guidance, and they know what it takes to win. That's all I know. I'm telling you.
Hippie Soul, so, what do you think, Hippie Soul?
See, I'm not familiar with either one of them.
Okay. Look, I'm familiar with Minister Rock. Yeah, he's fire. He got the word, he got the delivery. He can touch your soul. You know how these ministers do. They can say a couple words and have you all emotional and stuff. So look, Minister Rock, let me talk to you real quick, Minister Rock. Don't be using the Lord. Don't be saying a little prayer before this match and have God on your side. You know what I'm saying? You got to stand 10 toes by yourself. Don't be calling on the Lord now. Let's make it a fair match. Like, that's just all I'm saying. Let's make it a fair match.
You got to think, remember Apollo? When people used to sing that church music and they didn't get booed?
Look.
Come out there, we're going to have to give them all fives. Yeah, I'm just saying. We got to give them all fives.
No, most definitely, man. Look, we got another match. Let's get into another match. We have Big Mon. Big Mon, he came on the stage yesterday. He set it on fire. He's a living legend. Shout out to Big Mon. But we also got Poet Without Apology. He's a red dragon. When I say Poet Without Apology, look, I'm biased. I'm unbiased. Big Mon, you have a big task on your hand right now. Big Mon, let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. A Poet Without Apology, he's a first round pick. He was a first round pick. He wasn't picked first round for nothing. So take heed to what I'm saying. You're going to have to get in your bag with this one. This is going to be one of those ones. We're going to see what's happening. But honestly, look. Sorry, I have to give it to Big Mon. I'm biased. I'm picking all my squad to win. Yes. I'm biased. I'm picking all my squad to win. So, look, I'm going with Big Mon. What do you think, B. Rich?
See, there you go. You starting trouble.
I'm starting trouble.
I'm going. Yes, you starting trouble. You're gonna make all these people come out the bag, but I'm going with number 2 because I know what he can do.
Apology?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Hey.
You cannot be a number 1 draft pick and don't show
up. That's true.
You know you got big shoes to fill, and you're gonna have high expectations. So you think that man gonna drop the ball?
I mean, it's gonna be a battle.
You think it's gonna be Kwame, huh? What's that basketball player? Kwame came out the first round.
Kwame Brown.
Kwame Brown. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't be a Kwame Brown, man. Hey, man, look.
Don't make that man be a Kwame Brown.
Look, Poet Without Apology is dope, man. Let me tell you that he is dope. When his words, his storytelling, and the way he described things.
Yeah.
Like, look, if he wasn't a red dragon, maybe, but I gotta go with Big Mon. Hey, Hippie Soul, what do you think?
I don't know neither one of them. I don't.
I mean, we heard a Poet Without Apology. You went through one of his poems before.
Yeah, we did. That's like when we first started.
Mm-hmm. And that was a while ago. But like
number pressure. And, but whoever put in the work and not giving up, I'm rocking with them.
Okay. Hey, but they both been putting in work. Big Money, he been out performing, and also he been wearing. If y'all don't know, man, look at this poetry. Like, this is original. Now, this is not online. You can't get this nowhere. This is a TK original. This is one of TK the poet original. You can't. You won't be able to get this one. I'm sorry, but hey, but it is fly, man.
I got mine. I got mine.
Look, man, hey man, TK the poet, you already know it, so you ain't gotta yeah. But like I said, it's gonna be a good match. Let's get into the next card. We have Ms. Maganja versus Walking Destiny. Now, she's another living legend. Maganja. She's another living legend. So, and I heard her a couple of weeks ago. I'm not gonna hold you. I heard her drop the mic and she killed it. Her style is unorthodox and her flow pattern is different, but she killed it. She's
Yeah,
different.
I'm not familiar with them either.
Look, she was on here yesterday. No, she probably one of the first couple poets that went. But like she was fire. So I'm always gonna go
All
with
was
my
fire
squad.
yesterday. Yeah, everybody that performed yesterday was fire. So, but I got this sleeper card that I ain't gonna say I'm afraid of, but if they don't come like this other one that you about to mention, that's the only one I'm worried about.
Look, man, look. I Walking Destiny, hey, you my boy, you my man, 100 grand. But look, you gonna have to step it up. She's not playing. She's with all the smoke. You know that little incense smoke that you get. You see the little incense smoke. Then that the smoke that you get from the barbecue grill. You know, then that smoke when you put the grease and put some water in it. All that. Look, she got that type of smoke. She got that type of smoke. So man, look, it's gonna be a battle, but Walking Destiny, hey, you better be prepared because she is not playing. Like Hippie Soul, what do you think? I know y'all. We probably don't have that much on these two poets and stuff like that, but what advice would you have to give them?
I just say practice and come with it. Cause it seems like from right now, people ain't playing with you. They
Hmm,
ready to take your head off. Like they straight
hmm,
at it. They got
hmm.
their eyes on their prize, and they look. They destined to get it. Especially with hard work and effort, you gonna get it.
Okay. Man,
They know how
look, let's
big this
get.
stage is, man. I'm telling you.
It's huge. You better be on your A game. I'm telling you, because any slippers count. A couple points can make you lose. If you get 3 points taken away from each judge, come on, that's
But
12
as
points.
I say, with poetry, you wrote it. Just go
Hmm.
along with it. Make up something. We ain't gonna know.
Look, I'm trying
It
to tell
ain't gonna
you.
work. Just keep
Look,
going with it.
and one thing I'm gonna tell the poets: if y'all do mess up, don't say I'm sorry, because that's a clear indicator that we know that you messed up. We don't know your poetry like that. Well, I do, but we don't know your poetry like that. So
Play
if
it
you
out,
mess
man.
up, we don't know.
Play it out. Y'all say run that stuff back one more time and run it back.
look,
They
look,
ain't gonna know what's going on. Play it out.
look. Look, you got
Yeah.
to. Hey, you got to. So, man, look, let's get into this next match. Now, be rich. These two poets, they going head to head and they on the same squad. You have God Indigo and you have Cinnamon Soul. Now, they both on your squad. They both on your squad. What are you going to do?
Well, you know, that's what they say. You know how they pull that straw? That's the pull of the straw.
Hmm.
Because anybody can win that, to be
Hmm.
honest. Any one of them can win that. I seen what they all can do. And I would say the slight thing goes to cinnamon.
Okay.
The
Cinnamon
slight,
Soul.
yeah. But
Look,
you know how it go.
I mean, I have Cinnamon Soul winning this one too. She is a first round pick. It would be kind of upset if she was to lose this. But God Indigo, he tough too. He tough. He got the humor, his delivery, his style. Hey, he's nothing to sleep on. When I say God, his name is God Indigo. God Indigo. He's a god to these people. Y'all better act like y'all know, man. But look, I like I said, I got a slight ass of cinnamon soul, hippie soul. See how I broke that down? Cinnamon soul, hippie soul. Look, y'all catch the wordplay a little bit later. But hippie soul, what do you think about this match?
Well, since we got the same, last name, let me go with Cinnamon Soul.
Hey, cinnamon soul. Oh, that's a 3-0 sweep, man. Hey, guy in the goat, man, take this as some fire, man. Yeah, you gonna have to bring it because cinnamon soul last night, that was the best cinnamon soul I seen. I'm not gonna hold you. That was the best cinnamon soul that I ain't seen. Fire. Straight fire. So, shout out to Cinnamon Soul. And also, like I said, let me repeat this again. It's going down. Y'all be able to see all these matches Monday at 7 o'clock. Man, tune in to Poetry Life League on Facebook. Hold on, let me see if I got some banners up real quick so I can run this through. Hold on, let me run this through real quick. And let me change this up real quick too, man, because I need y'all to see what's going on right here. Let me see if I can change up the layup. Okay, let me change up the layup real quick. Hey, we got to see. Subscribe to Poetry Life League on YouTube. Man, go subscribe. We need to get these numbers up. We need to at least get about to 500 subscribers, man. We need 500 subscribers by Monday. Hey, support the brother. Hey, support the league. We here. But let's go ahead and get into this next match, man. This next match. Now, this next match is going to be that. When I say this next match is going to be electrifying, this is going to be crazy. So we have bold words. The poet has spoken. The poet has spoken. From bold words versus purpose from living legends. Purpose from living legends. Now, we all know purpose is straight fire. Straight fire. We all know that. This is going to be a match because the poet has spoken. Look, Hippie Soul, you might not heard too much from the poet has spoken. When I say he's a top tier poet, he's top. These are two top tier, damn near God tier poets. I'm telling you, these are two. I'm going to say they God tier poets. These are two God tier poets clashing. It's going to be a battle.
Clash of the Titans.
Man.
Yeah, and I'm ready for it.
Look, and when I tell you this is one of the ones, this is going to be one of the matches that we going to have to sit down and get our popcorn and watch this one. I'm going to have to watch this about 2 or 3 times. That's how fire this one going to be. Man, B Riz, what do you heard Purpose? What do you think about Purpose?
Like I said, when I was judging, I was surprised what people can do and how they was bringing it. She is so pure, she raw, and I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm so lost of words with all these poets, but I'm telling you, that is gonna be the battle of the Titans.
Look,
that's probably gonna be the closest one. Period.
Look, I mean,
you gotta be perfect. You gotta be perfect in your delivery and your substance, because if not, I think it's gonna be about substance and how you deliver on that match. Whoever come with the right substance, that's who's gonna knock whoever out the box.
Mm-hmm.
Hippie, so what you think? This is a high level match. This is a level 10 match. A level 10.
I definitely think it's gonna be good. I want to be rich. Your delivery has to be on point. No slip ups, nothing. Eye contact, emotions. When you see everything on your face, when you feel it when you speak. Definitely gonna have to have that for this competition. For those two competing against each other, put it like that.
Look, I ain't gonna hold you. We're gonna have to nitpick on this one. We're gonna have to pick something wrong. Like I didn't like how you squinted your eyes when you said that line. We're gonna have to nitpick. Like we're gonna have to find something like because both of these poets are amazing. When I say they are amazing, like Grace.
Yes, they are.
I'm telling you, like, I'm gonna have to go with Purpose. She's a living legend, so hey, I'm gonna go with my squad, living legends, man. She's gonna tear the building. Hey, let me talk to the poet has spoken. Hold on, let me get close. Can you? Okay, poet has spoken. Let me talk to you real quick. I know that you're legendary. but you're not a living legend. You bold words. You like now.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you, hippie. So he's excellent for your team because when you say bold words, that's what I envision of the poet has spoken. When I say that he embodied what bold words mean, but he's not enough for purpose because he has purpose.
Well,
Do
I
you
tell you
hear
like
me?
this, poet. When after you get done doing your thing, the poet has spoken. Drop the mic. That's it. Nothing else to say. Drop the mic. You done. You spoken. Let them
hey,
marinate on it.
hey,
That's
just
it. You
drop the mic.
spoken. Drop the mic.
Hey, but look, man. Also, look. Let's get into this next card, man. Look, I ain't gonna hold you. This next one is one of those. Now, when I said this one poet had made me a fan, at first, I'm like, oh yeah, he needs a little work and stuff like that. I guess the first time he got on there, he was kind of nervous and kind of shaky. But the next time he came on here, he set the stage on fire. I'm like, jeez. And the poet I'm talking about is Shabazz. Shabazz the poet is fire from the Red Dragon. Shabazz the poet. When I say he's fire, but guess who he going against? It's a member from your squad. It's a member from both words. When I tell you he's going against the most electrifying artist on your squad, you know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about K Spizzle. Shout out to
Mm.
K Spaz, man. He's going against K Spaz, man. Look, now I ain't gonna hold you. If I had to pick and choose, I'm going with K Spaz. I'm going with K Spaz. He's electrifying. Now, Shabazz, he made me a fan. He did. He most definitely made me a fan. But K Spaz, K Spizzle, is the truth. When I say
Mm.
he's the truth, when I say like he's top tier. He's almost at that God tier. He got a couple more things you need to work on and stuff like that for him to be at that God tier. But he's almost there. So let's start with you because this is one of your poets on your squad. What do you think about this?
Oh, I'm spazzing all the way out.
Mm,
There's no question about that. Spazzing
mm,
all the way out.
mm. Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be amazing. K Spaz, look, there's one thing I can tell you. The boss, let me tell you this, K Spizzle, K Spaz, he been grinding. He been coming to every practice. He been doing shows. He been recording. He been on his grizzy. So, hey, like, you gonna have to come with it. You gonna have to come with it, Shabazz, because K Spizzle is not gonna play with you. He gonna spin around. Look, he's electrifying. He's not one of these poets that's gonna sit down and just do it. He's gonna be up. He's gonna be up. He's gonna be doing all this motion. K Spaz, he's an entertainer. K Spaz, he's an entertainer. Sorry, Mike. Sorry, I had to get that demonstration because K Spaz, he is an entertainer. When I say he be spazzing out, that's what he be doing. B Rich, what you think about this?
Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and
I,
clear.
I was having technical difficulty. Um, I was having I really didn't hear that last part you were saying, my brother. Could you repeat that,
So,
please?
I'm saying, which poet do you have at a Shabazz the poet and K Spaz?
I'm going with K Spaz.
Mm. Look, it's a 3-0 sweep. Hey, Shabazz, hey man, hey, come do your greasy. Hey, I know you got it. You a red dragon. You spit fire. So you gonna have to spit that fire against K Spaz because his bold words might extinguish that flame. He might say some bold words that might make that dragon go ew. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like K Spaz is that. So man, look, that's gonna be a good match. I'm gonna have to. I can't wait to see this one. I can't see this one. So look, we have another one. Uh, so we have True Poet versus Beauty the Poet. Now, y'all haven't seen too much of Beauty the Poet. She was in the early stages, and she been doing her thug dizzle. She been writing. She's been practicing, but she's on diagnosis too. That's one of your poets, Beauty the Poet. But one thing, she's going against True Poet, the first round, first pick. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? She's going against the first round, first pick.
Well, hey, you know what they could say. It could be a rookie could do it. A rookie could do it.
Nah, not this one though. This is True the Poet, man. First round, first pick. What are we talking about? He's one of the most electrifying. Right. Look, Beauty the Poet.
I agree with you. I agree with you though.
Look, Beauty the Poet. I love you. You know I love you. That's my heart right there. She has a beautiful soul. She go hard. Her words are dynamic. She's fire. Mm-hmm. But True Poet, he's God tier. Mm-hmm. That is God tier. True Poet, he's God tier. He's not even close to top tier. He's running the pack of God tier.
I tried, man. I gotta hype me up. I gotta hype him up.
Go ahead and hype me up. Hype me up. Go ahead and hype me up.
That's right.
Hype me up. Hey, but Hippie Soul, what do you think about this?
See, I don't know neither one of them, so I really don't have a say so.
Hey man, look, I won't have to grace you with the words of True Poet because he's a first round, first pick. Like, you ain't gotta know his poetry. You ain't gotta know what he did or what he didn't do. He's first round, first pick. You don't get first round, first pick for nothing. You don't go first overall for nothing. I'm just saying, like, it's different. Then, Beauty the Poet, she came undrafted. So, you never know what she might bring. She's been in the lab. So True Poet, don't sleep on her. Don't sleep on her because you might be in a coma messing with Beauty the Poet. So don't sleep. Give it what you got. So look, we got, I think, let me see we got any more. So okay, last but not least, man, hold on. No, we got a couple more. We have the Poet Scarred versus Serenity Speak. Now, I heard Serenity Speak last week. And when I say she amazed me. But she's from Diagnosis. She's from your squad, Be Rich. Serenity Speak. She's fire. Dope female. Like, she's fire. But a Poet Scarred, let me give you a little background on Poet Scarred. Now, she's from the Red Dragons. But one thing about a Poet Scarred, she been in my tournament since day one. Since the very first tournament I had.
So
from the first one, the second one, and the third
training.
One. Look.
So I'm supposed to be scared or nervous. I ain't gonna sleep on nobody.
Don't sleep. See one thing, she know the judging system. She know what she have to do.
Right.
This is not her first time. She is the most experienced poet that's in this tournament. She is a veteran. She is fire. When I tell you her words, like, look, y'all haven't heard her, but I've been hearing her for the last 4 years. And when I tell you she's tough, she wrote one poem that had me like, who told you to write like that? So when I tell you, look, and I ain't gonna hold you. Serenity Speak, it's cool. You're fire, but I gotta go with a Poet Scarred. She got what it takes. She know exactly what to do. And when you got that much experience, hey, look.
But one thing about my squad though, ain't none of them scared. They all got a heart. They all got a soul, and they all come to win. You've seen the work they've been doing ever since this started.
Yeah, they've been working.
That's right.
They've been working. There's one thing and two things. Diagnosis, they've been in the build. They've been working. Them and the Red Dragons, both words. Hey, Living Legends. Hey, let me say something about my squad. They even showed up last week. I was looking with some binoculars and I'm like, where are these people at? Where's my squad at? But they showed up this week. They showed up and showed down. So, shout out to them. Like, they really doing their ones and twos. But so, Hippie Soul, what advice would you give these two poets? Because I know you haven't heard a lot about them, but what advice would you give them?
I'm in fact right now. Hold on.
Okay. My bad.
Pretty much just give it your all. Practice
Facts.
on it, learn your words, look at yourself in the mirror while you perform it. Actually record yourself too. To
Mm.
me, that's like the best thing I can do, record myself so I can see my body language and my facial expressions. And that's
Facts.
to all poets. Practice
Facts.
in the mirror, record yourself.
Facts. Facts.
And don't be afraid to make don't be afraid to make mistakes because like I said, only you know you made the mistake. Keep
Mm-hmm.
going.
Look. Hey, just keep going. Because look, there's been many times that I messed up, but I freestyle the end of my poem. Look, everybody like, oh, that was fire. I freestyled the last 8 bars of it.
Yeah.
but they didn't know. They didn't know. Look, it been one time I mixed 2 poems together. They didn't even know it. Look, so I'm like, nah, I can't let them know that I messed up. I took a
Right.
dramatic pause, had to think quick, then I went into another poem. They didn't even know. They like, oh, that was amazing. I'm like, yeah, I don't even know. I was sweating bullets up there. But hey, you got to keep your composure. You can't
Yeah.
let
Right.
the people see you sweat.
You
You
can't
gotta
you
you gotta
can't
keep it going.
you can't entertain just for your family and friends. You got to entertain for the world. Put your
Yeah.
heart and soul into it. This poetry is about your soul, man. It ain't about nothing else. Your soul. They got to feel all the elements so that people can understand and feel that what you telling is the truth. You
Okay,
know.
okay. Look, now for real, you talking heavy. But look, we got one match, and I want to say this. This is a match where the late great Alley Poetry. She's supposed to be going against Lady Crucible. Now, rest in peace, Alley Poetry. What we doing for you? We're going to continue to keep her name alive in Poetry Life League. So every match that I'm not going to replace her, nobody can replace Alley Poetry. So what I'm gonna do is every match she has, we're gonna give her all fours across the board. So her total score will be 80 every single match. And those poets have to beat that 80. Them poets gotta beat that 80. If you come in with a 79,
That's
you come
fair.
in there with a 78, hey, you gotta cut it. So, but who she going against? She's going against her sister. She's going against her sister in poetry. She's going against Lady Crucible.
Is that the one from
Going
last
against
night?
yes,
Lady
yes,
DMX? That's the one I call Lady
Lady
DM? Oh
DMX.
my God. Hey, hey. If she don't be in
She
the
tough.
top three, I don't know what's up. Just
Look,
I just
Hmm.
heard one thing and that sold me with her.
look. And one thing and two things. Since I met Lady Crucible from the beginning, she's been working and striving in her poetry. She's been taking the criticism, she's been taking the advice, and she's really been taking in and using it and doing what she needs to do to make herself better. So that's one thing I can say to Lady Crucible, man. She's fired. She done elevated her game. She didn't take
Yeah.
nothing to heart. She went forward. Hippie,
When
so
she
what do you think?
when she speak, you could tell she speak from pain, experience, life. Just this is her release. She's dope.
Mm,
Yeah,
She
she's
gonna let
very
you
dope.
have it. She is
Hey,
dope.
she the fan favorite, the
look,
sleeper.
look. When
Hmm.
I tell you, when you hear a poetry, you feel the emotion. You
Yeah.
you you feel the energy. It gives you kind of a little tingle, a little shake, a little bit. When she delivered, and that's one thing she been working on her delivery, and she got it. I told her every time you work on your poetry, you can learn how to do it a little bit better each time. You're gonna hear certain words that you need to expound on. You're gonna hear some where you need, okay, let me quiet this down or let me elevate my voice on this part. She's learning that. She's learning the different techniques of performing. So when that's one thing I can say about poets. Once what makes you legendary, what makes you top tier is the work you put in your poetry. So look, we getting close to the end, man. We got like at least by good like 13 minutes in this thing. Hippie Soul, what can you tell all the poets that's a part of this league?
Man, y'all got your hands full. It's tough. It's gonna be super tough. But stay focused. Stop my dang dog. Stay focused. She gets on my nerves. Stay focused. Keep your eyes on the prize. That's pretty much it.
Okay, okay. Man, be rich. What do you have to say?
Well, I just want to congratulate and give everybody all the support, and I'm so happy and proud of everybody putting in the hard work and efforts to get to this level. Because this wasn't an easy process. It takes a lot of time, dedication, and everybody come to represent to show their talents and to show what Poetry Life Lead is all about. So all I can say is again, I'm glad and I pray that everybody bring their A game because one slip up can make or break you.
Look, look, and slippers count. Slipper count. That's why I say you can have the best poem, but you can still lose because slippers count. If your delivery is choppy, if your believability is not there, you can have all the great words. But if you get a 2 on delivery, you get a 2 on believability, that will hurt you. That will hurt you a lot. So just because your poem might be better, is how you deliver it. It's more than just you. Look, this is different from poetry slam. This is not graded on a scale from 1 to 10. You have 5 categories, 1 of 5. You have different levels of poetry that you're gonna have to hit. So your impact might be fire, but your delivery, if your delivery ain't there, that kind of bring down your impact. So some of these categories they kind of tie into each other. But if you're strong in one category, it can boost a couple other categories up. But you have to stay focused. You got to stay with the grind. And also look, let me get into the league one time. I don't know if y'all know or have y'all been paying attention or watching. I'm talking to the viewers out there. I'm talking to the people that's tuning in every week to see these dope poets and hear this dope content. It's 23 matches for each poet. We have this poetry league is 23 weeks long. It's 23 weeks long. It's gonna be a long season. But we're gonna have some of the dopest material, the dopest poetry. We putting poetry on the map. Y'all gonna hear so poetry so much, y'all gonna think y'all a poet. We putting poetry out there. Every poet from different cities and different states. And once the league is over with, we usher into the playoffs. Where it's the playoffs is 3 weeks. It's 3 weeks until we get to the final four. And once we get to the final four poets, we're gonna have the poetry bowl. And once we have this poetry bowl, oh, it's gonna be fire. They're gonna be treated like stars. We'll have camera crew. We're gonna have everything. We flying the poets out. They're gonna be treated like 5-star poets. Because they are. If you make it to the finals, you make it to the poetry bowl, trust and believe you're gonna be treated like a star because you are. You made it this far. And then we're gonna name the trophy that we're gonna be giving away. We're gonna name it after Alley Poetry. It's gonna be the Alley Poetry Award. So every season that we go through, these poets, whoever wins champion of poetry life, they will receive the Alley Poetry Award.
And that spirit will live on. So that should be something they should be proud of. They should be honored and respect.
Look, and when I tell you, Alley Poetry is dope. We're gonna hear some of her poetry in the league and stuff. I'm not gonna let her poetry die. She's gonna live. Her poetry gonna live on forever and ever. As long as Poetry Life League is in existence, and we gonna be here. We ain't going nowhere. We here to stay. We have stuff that we got planned for the next 2 or 3 seasons. It's gonna be amazing. So y'all stay tuned on what we got on. Hey, we got the merch. Hey, also let me tell you about the website. Hey, we got the pensick.com where we're gonna be selling the merch, and you can get the fly jersey, the fly merch from the Poetry Life League. You can get all that. Then also we have the Poetry Life League website. You can go in there and see the videos. You can see your favorite poem. You can see your favorite poets. You can leave comments, all that type of stuff. You can message them. They message you back. Hey, it's a whole community. We building a whole community of poets and show that we can put the love into poetry and we can show these people how it's supposed to be done. We gonna run this with love and opportunity and mercy and grace. So when we spit out poetry and when y'all hear it, y'all know it's coming from a deep place. So man, look, we're running out of time, man. It's almost time for the show to end. But look, we're gonna get into Be Rich. Tell the people who you are and where you from and what team you represent real quick.
Again, I'm representing Diagnosis, Be Rich from Kansas City, Kansas. Um, y'all just better look out and be prepared because I guarantee you, everybody in my squad, they know what time it is. They're gonna give you exactly what you come to see. True poetry at its finest.
Most definitely, most definitely. That's fire. Hippie Soul. Tell the people who you are, where you're from, and what team you represent.
I am Hippie Soul, a judge, represent Bold Words, and of course, Dallas, Texas, representing.
Shout out to the Triple D, man. Hey, y'all gotta know with the Triple D. Hey, we got some dope poets and stuff like that. So y'all gotta stay tuned on what we got going on and everything. But look, y'all already know who I am. It's TK the Poet. You already know it, so you ain't got to quote it. And if I spoke it, you already know what that means. Yeah, I wrote it. I'm representing the living legends. The living legends. The finest poets in the world is on the living legends. Sorry, y'all. Y'all got some dope poets on y'all squad. Don't get me wrong. Y'all got some fire poets, but when it comes to the living legends, let's keep it a dollar. We fire over here, man. So, but shout out to everybody, man. Look, we love each and every one of these poets, man. Yes, it's a competition, but also we pushing poetry. This is what it's about. It's about showing love and pushing poetry and supporting each other. So that's the big movement. That's what Poetry Life League's about. It's about showing love and promoting poetry at its finest. So y'all want y'all to stay tuned and keep all the poets following them on all their social media and everything. So make sure y'all tune in to that. And until what so stay tuned on Monday. Monday. Stay tuned on Monday. Stay tuned on Monday, and y'all can see the dopest shows, dopest matches ever. And again, this is Poetry Life League. Hey, again, go to the YouTube channel, see the things that's behind down here. Poetry Life League on YouTube. Go subscribe now, not tomorrow, not today,
But
now,
right now,
right now. What Ricky Russ say? What do you say? Not tomorrow, but today. Shout out to Ricky Russ. But man, look, we go ahead and bow. Man, I appreciate each and every one of y'all for taking the time out to come on the platform, talk about the team, talk about yourself, and go through these matches, man. Look, oh, every Tuesday we're gonna have a judges meeting. We have a judge show every Tuesday. So y'all tune in every Tuesday. We gonna be here and we gonna show these people like there's a new wave in poetry. And we're here. But I ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer. Man, this TK the Poet, you already know, so you ain't gotta quote it. And if I spoke it, you already know what that means. Y'all wrote it. We out.
Peace. Bye, you guys.
see ya.
We out.
Get the money with you or with your not. Get the broken with the pop. Your corn, I invest up in the stock. Left everybody went straight up